bust a nut. She's looking good, she's got a lot of class. Big hoop earrings and a big round ass. I crack a stupid joke, but it still makes you giggle. I'm one step closer to seeing that booty jiggle. Seeing that booty bounce up and down and around, vigorously shaking and making that clapping sound. She's shaking that booty and dripping with sweat. Coconut booty and oil make her big bow wet. She's super bad, so I'm looking for some trouble. Booty looking like a big round wet bubble. Baby got back, baby got a big round butt I wanna smack. Baby got oil dripping down her booty crack. I'm hungry for that booty, baby, give me a snack. I pour a cold glass of water on her big round butt. It makes her get the goosebumps, I can bust a nut. Shawty wanna fuck, shawty like to rough, and she's got a big oily butt, a big round wet McMuffin. Shawty's got sexual techniques and a big round oily butt, goosebumps on her booty cheeks. I wanna bust a nut. I can't believe I did this. Alright, you can go home, everybody. Go home. Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to fuck with you a little bit. I'm here for fools, bitch. See you later. Shawty wanna fuck. Shawty got sexual techniques, you know, like, I don't know what you want me to say. I fucking hate it here.
Oh, hello there. Vincent and Discover soon. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and we're back with another Zatsudan. VTuber Studio, hello. VTuber Studio, hello. VTuber Studio, hello. There you go. We're good. I'm not Goofy. You are Goofy. But hello, everybody. I hope you're doing okay. I hope everything's fine. It's really fucking hot in Yo-Yo Mania right now, so I'm dying right now, truthfully, wholeheartedly. So what's going on? What's happening? Well, today is a very special Zatsudan because Zatsudan that I came up with earlier, and I was like, alright, bet, essentially. Because essentially what happened was, for whatever fucking reason, all of a sudden I just remembered this, no, you guys, I remembered this fucking show from, like, when I was a little younger. It's called World's Dumbest. Oh, thank you, Kanzanon. I drink water. But thank you. I'm not. You're late, a little late for my birthday, but I'll accept it because it's only one day. After we exit June, like within like 2 or 3 days of exiting June, then that's when I'm gonna start getting mad at you again. But for now, you're safe from my wrath. It's all, I don't know, it's incredibly hot in here. I don't know why it is, but I guess it's just getting hotter. So you know what? Sweating is good for Yodo. World's dumbest VTuber is Yodo. Yeah, a little bit. I'm a single-celled organism, a little bit. No, it's okay. I took the day off because, well, Mama and Papa Yo-Yo and little Broro wanted to spend the day with me. Sleep! Sleep! Thank you! Thank you, motherfucker! Thank you for 5 tier 1 gifts up. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, motherfuckers. Okay, we're gonna be popping several cherries here, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. But thank you. Thank you, Sleep Monster. It's okay. I am thank you. I'm very thankful for honestly just you guys hanging out with me. I know it sounds like cheesy or cringe, but really like I only put stuff on Throne because people were telling me to. Nah, it's okay. Wait a minute. No, not tomorrow's birthday. Wait a minute. Shut up. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's been over 2 years for some of you, which is insane. But so let me tell you what the show is. If you don't know what it is, obviously it's from True TV. True TV, it was the home of such fucking classics, such as Impractical Jokers. They had, the Southside Tow Truck Company, I think it was called. This one was a True TV original. Thank you. This one was a True TV original, and it essentially was like, because, okay, if you guys don't remember, during the 2010s, it was I'll drink it a little bit. We were undergoing this very interesting shift as a culture in terms of TV. Yes, right, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna fucking talk about that, I swear to you. But for those of you who aren't familiar, you never watched this, maybe you had cable and you had other things to watch. Hi, Benish. The show ran from 2008 to 2014. 2014 is when it, well, we were undergoing a shift in terms of TV culture in that everybody was watching YouTube pretty much, right? A lot of people who were watching TV were either watching, maybe like, I guess like some of the younger crowd, they were watching TV, and this was the internet, or this was the age of the internet in which we had a lot of viral videos, and that whole culture of which we fondly look back to today. But yeah, Tosh.0! Oh my god! Actually, my teacher's cousin worked on Tosh.0, which was crazy, and he came in and talked to us about it. He was a writer on the show, I think. But yeah, it was the dawn of this era in TV where we would take viral videos on the internet and we would just put them on TV. And this was the child of that trend, essentially, right? And so this show covers pretty much a bunch of topics. It originally started as World's Dumbest Criminals when it first began, and I think they changed it. They changed the names to some of the things for whatever reason, but it started as World's Dumbest Criminals, and but then they expanded. Oh my god, AFV, fuck! America's Funniest Home Video was fucking litty. I will die on this hill. I love that show so much. I love watching it at night with my family. It was great. But they had expanded to motorheads or drivers. They had World's Dumbest Drivers, World's Dumbest Criminals, World's Dumbest Partiers, World's Dumbest Hillbillies, World's Dumbest or World's Smartest Inventions. And we're gonna talk about one particular episode that I remember, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Which was World's Dumbest Russian Drivers, and it was literally, I could not find fucking anything on it, but I vividly remember. So we're gonna talk about it in a little bit, but some of the cast members are very interesting people, in terms of why the fuck they are on the show. Oh yes, like don't worry, I will be playing some clips so we can get a feel for what it was, but it was such a fucking weird show. I just want to like make this clear. This show feels like a fever dream when I try to explain it to people, but essentially they had a bunch of celebrities, usually washed up, but like, yeah, washed up celebrities, writers, comedians, script writers, producers, depending on what version of the show you're watching, like if those criminals or drivers, they'd have usually like a lawyer or somebody who's an expert in the law explaining what happened and why what they did was wrong. So they would have this group of cast members, and they would just make fun of these people, and they would just roast them and just put like witty quips and editing over it, right? And also one interesting thing. Oh, Zuri, welcome. Oh, first of all, welcome to the military. Thank you so much. It's nice to see you. Thank you. Hey, Millennium Antares, by the way. Also, I need to say hi to everybody. Hi, Raiden. Hi, Manish. Hi, Bay Snacks. Hi, Sleep. Hi, Sar. Hi, Cupcake. Hi, Candanon. Hi, Murphy. Hi, Neil. I think it's everybody. Hi, I think it's everybody. Yeah, Baxter. Hello. Dark Phoenix. Hello as well. Hi, Juno and Felius and Spooky. Hello. Hi, Satazi. Hi, Shred. But yes, I want to say hi to everybody. But thank you, Zuri, for coming here, and thank you for joining us. Nice to see you. Hi, Rolf. By the way, sorry, I'm bad at reading and I'm stupid and I'm illiterate. But hi, Waffle App. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check something. Hold on. What are you doing? Why? There's a bunch of S-Pro members in here. What are you doing, motherfuckers? I was too poorly attended to trial during it. Yeah, while you were watching World's Dumbest, we were watching ISIS beheading videos and snuff films on the internet because it was a lawless fucking wasteland, and we saw some shit we didn't want to see. Hi, Limes as well. But yeah, hi Jesus, by the way. But yeah, they were. This was. I think this was public TV because I had this. I had cable for a little bit. Ice Pick Man went crazy. Yo, the fucking cartel video set to fucking Funky Town went hard, bro. No, it was cringe at first, but they got better at it. Yes, exactly. It was. But yeah, it was. Why is Fortnite here? Oh yeah. By the way, check this out, guys. Look, we got 3 participants. We fucking did it. You don't have to click that link. I should turn that off because I'm not gonna subject you to 15 levels of Fortnite. I'm gonna be real. I thought it was only gonna be a 1 level thing. No, they want you to get in there. Yes, it was. Well, I remember they started doing reruns, and it was also on demand. I remember, so I would watch it a lot of the time on demand. But the cast. Let's look at the cast real quick. So I'm gonna just show you. This is like half the cast. There's more later, but I just want you to take a look at all these people. So some of these people are comedians. So you have Gilbert Gottfried, Vet the Soul. You have Gary Busey. You have Mike Trainer, our Lonely Love. Chip Bolick, or Bolsick. He is actually the voice or the narrator of this show. Very iconic voice, very nice. But he was the narrator for every single thing. The Greg Wilson, Chris Fairbanks. Yeah, he was fairly rare. But there were a few people who constantly made stuff. But so the first few people on this first line here, well, this is the rest of the people. As you can see, they had some political figures in here. They had lawyers. They had a fucking race car driver. Like, what the fuck? Like, they had a lot of different people. Really, Rob Delaney was in here. Really, wow. But yeah, they had most of these people were comedians, script writers, comedy writers for shows. I believe who was it? Daisy Gardner wrote for 30 Rock. A lot of these people were writers, and they were very quick with their comedic timing and stuff like that. But as you can, but you'd be like, well, fucking you might, if you're not a boomer, which I'm sure a lot of you are, because I noticed a lot of people who watch me are like boomers, which welcome. I don't mind it. Welcome. You may recognize Danny Bonaducci or Leif Garrett. I recognize Leif Garrett, which was really crazy because if you didn't, we'll talk about each person in a little bit, but I recognize some of these people. Tanya Harding, I'm sure everybody knows about, given that movie that came out. Frank Stallone, you'd be like, yeah, duh. Gary Busey, because he just kind of looks like a rat man. And Gilbert Gottfried, of course. Lonely Love, maybe some of you do. Is Brendan Walsh the robber from Home Alone? No, I don't know. He's just a comedian. But yeah, a lot of these people were, writers essentially. But they're like, why are these people why are these people fucking here? You know, you're like, why the fuck is Danny Bonaducci here, right? Well, we'll talk about them in a little bit, but I want to show you, like, so the people highlighted in yellow using MS Paint's crayon tool are like the main people. Like, these were people who were they're the OG cast pretty much. And they're usually used in a lot of the promotional material. So Danny Bonaducci, Todd Bridges, Leif Garrett, Judy Gold, Tanya Harding, Chip Bullock he's the narrator, so he's always there. Yellow as fuck, green is Mary. But then green were people who were still in the promotional material a lot. So they were like, not gonna say secondary cast members because it felt like a roulette. Some episodes would have the same like 12 people, and in other episodes they would have like a different round. But most of the time the people in yellow and green were like, you would see them across the different topics. So at least from what I remember and what I've watched. So essentially we have like our main and secondary cast almost, but then like our tertiary cast, which is like rotated depending on the topic. Though eventually after a while you would see the same like 6 or 7 people. So that was a thing. I'm gonna drink water. But today, we are gonna be talking about these 4 for a little bit before we kind of start cooking a little bit. This might be a shorter stream as well because this was I originally had like a PowerPoint, but then I like just kind of like, there's not really much to like say on these people. Or like I feel like I could just do this freeform and we can just talk about it, because if you don't remember this show, you can learn about it. We're gonna be watching some clips as well, just to give you guys a feel for what it was like. And then other times like some of it was just like, I don't feel like it. Like, I don't feel like it. You know, I'm a little tired, and I got you know, I'm actually going to AX soon, so I'm like trying to save up my energy. And also it's hot as fucking balls here, so I'm dead. But we're gonna be going through these 4 particular cast members because I'm gonna be so fucking real with you. I don't know why they were on it. The first season it makes sense. Like the first season it makes sense why they were on it to a bare minimum extent. Like to a bare minimum extent it makes sense why they were on it. But also like, what the fuck were y'all doing pretty much? Because like when I look back on it, this cast is such a fucking wild cast, particularly these members who were considered like really like big draws, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Let's talk about it. So first, Danny Bonaducci. If you're unfamiliar with Danny Bonaducci, maybe you recognize him from his other name, which is Danny Partridge. And he was part of the Partridge family. There he is in the middle. He was renowned for his bright red hair, where everybody else was blonde or a brunette. He was the youngest. No, he was not the youngest. But he was. I'm thinking of somebody else. But this was during the era of the 70s where like everybody loved it when bitches would sing. Like if you were a fucking celebrity, you better fucking sing. You know what I mean? It was serving Disney Channel a little bit with like the way they wanted like because this was like the era of like variety shows and all that sort of shit. So usually, you know, during variety shows you'd have a comedic routine, you'd have a musical routine, and then you'd have like some sort of like audience interaction, interview, stuff like that. Usually these were hosted by actual celebrities. For example, Cher had a variety show, Cher and Sunny. They had a bunch of things. I'm sorry, Zach Ward or Corey Feldman wasn't on this show. Fair enough. I recognize Zach Ward, do not recognize Corey Feldman. All I can think of is Harry Potter. Understandable. Did they drive a funny party bus? Yes, I believe so they did. But they were like the singing family, even though none of them were actually fucking related, if that isn't abundantly clear by this pasty white boy in the middle. Like, these people were not all related as if this isn't like fucking clear from like this one guy in the middle. But they also had a show in addition to actually being celebrities. Yeah, also Cher was beautiful. She still is beautiful, but she was smoking back then. And with the gold shit she was wearing, sheesh. But yeah, so they were like part of that popular era and stuff like that. So let's go back to our boy Danny here. So let's talk about him and why he's on the show, because the reason that they give this show Oh, choreographer was Lost Boys and a Friday the 13th. Oh, makes sense. Sort of. I don't know. The casting for this fucking show was all over the place. But so according to his Wikipedia page and what I could find on him, so remember that the first series in the show was World's Dumbest Criminal. So all of our people here allegedly have had brushes with the law, pretty much. And that was why they were there, to give their perspective as people who have been arrested and have committed crimes, essentially, like what it's like doing that, and like what, their perspective on it. So let's talk about his crimes. Let's talk about his crimes, because boy howdy, was there a few. So a little info on Danny Bonaducci outside of the Partridge Family. His father sucked ass. Busey and his crack. He was also on there, which I didn't do too much, because I remember thinking like, well, at least Gary Busey, he's kind of funny, or he's just kind of like a writer, comedian, at least, like, but everybody else here was like they're not that. And Danny Bonaducci is no exception. He actually ran a radio show for a little bit. Apparently, he was also a professional wrestler at some point. I believe he's a black belt in. Let me see. Let me pull it up here. He's a black belt in, where is it? Tang Soo Do. So he's a black belt in Tang Soo Do. So he's a martial artist. He was also a professional wrestler, I believe. He almost he beat the fuck out of this guy from Survivor. And it essentially, like, he was a rather violent individual. He also got arrested for beating a sex worker. In addition, this is the funniest thing. So he was hired to do a thing for DARE. If you don't know, if you're not a USA motherfucker, DARE was a anti-drug program that was part of the quote-unquote war on drugs that started in the 80s with Reagan, and essentially people would go to your school and be like, drug very bad, and they would just drill into that drugs are very bad, pretty much, and then you get like a cool little bracelet. You get a cool little bracelet that's like red and it's like, I'm drug free. Yeah, like pretty much it was like, if you lived, you got shirts. We got a stupid fucking like wristband that wasn't even. We didn't even get a fucking shirt when we had DARE come to our school. It was fucking. They gave us fucking wristbands, and I was like, awesome. I like rubber, and I kept chewing on it. I used it like a chew toy because I was like, rubber, like. It was like silicone or something. I really liked the texture, so I kept biting it all the time as like a stim thing. But yeah, I remember that's all we fucking got. Stupid as hell. We didn't even get no fucking shirts. Rubber. But yeah, he was hired by the DARE program to come talk to some kids about how drugs are bad. And then, but right before, on his way to the fucking thing, where he's trying to tell these kids why drugs are bad and you shouldn't use them, he got arrested because he got caught buying coke. Like, in fucking Santa Monica or some shit. It was so fucking, like, a fucking course, bro. Like, bro. Incredibly fucking stupid. He also hosted a wide range of true base snacks. It's you either get STDs, get side, or get drugs. It's like the three things you can do. No, there's four things actually. It's 1, get killed, 2, get robbed, 4, get drugs, and 5, get a serious venereal disease. I think I skipped a number there, but I don't give a fuck. He did some professional boxing things, I believe, as well. He also competed on Survivor, I believe. I'm not sure. I just know that he apparently had an altercation with one where he essentially like they like had like a shady moment or something like that, and then he just like the guy he made like a joke about him, a really nasty joke. And then, the guy, like, grabbed him by the throat, but then, like, pulled him into a hug, which is, like, I'm gonna be so real with you. if you're gonna hug somebody, don't grab them by the throat. Because when he got grabbed by the throat, apparently according to this Wikipedia page, I don't know, I haven't seen any footage of it. Danny ain't like that, so he, you know, he's a black belt in a martial art, so he fucking threw him, and he literally just like fucking threw him, which one made him lose a bunch of teeth, and two broke his toe, so owned. And Danny was like, and started shrugging. He's like, started like shrugging, apparently. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, man. Like, if you're gonna hug somebody, don't grab them by the fucking throat. That's such a weird fucking way to do. He was, okay, like, that's just like a weird way to do it, but you know. What the scallop? But, yeah, so his brushes with the law were that he, one, beat a sex worker, two, he didn't go to jail for that, but he essentially assaulted a guy, but there was like not enough evidence or something like that to prove that he was like assaulting him. It was like kind of like self-defense, sorta. He's grabbing by the throat. It was kind of foggy there. And then three, he got caught for busting drugs, which, okay, I could like it's a moment. They do poke fun at their crimes and they make jokes about it on the show often, but that's just like kind of what it is. On the show, I remember him being okay. Like he was like, look at, they'd always like give you like a quick rundown of who was on the cast that day, and typically he was one of the first that they would always lead with, that being Danny Bonaducci, Tanya Harding. I remember as a kid, I would keep track of how many times like who would talk first or who would appear first, and typically he had one of the highest counts. He's also a radio host for a radio show as well. I don't know what he's doing now. I think he's just chilling. He got that Hollywood money, so he's fine, I guess. Let's see. Oh yes, apparently he is also, what's here? He got arrested. Okay, is that it? Wait. He was required to pay somebody's medical bills, and, oh yeah, he got fired by Wegex, in 1991, so, also he is, oh shit, this happened actually very recently, announced he'd be going, surgery because he has difficulty walking and maintaining his balance. So hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right, bro. He also hates Rosie O'Donnell. He also thinks that Jane Fonda should have been publicly executed, which is definitely a fucking thing. A life specialist. But apparently so I will read a quote. He says, personally, I think that Rosie should be strung up for treason, referring to Rosie O'Donnell. And he also remarked that Jane Fonda should have been executed publicly for treason. What the fuck? All right, buddy. You know what? He just wants some violence, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But he just wants to see these two women just publicly killed. All right, buddy. He was that guy, I guess. But yeah, that is Danny Bonaducci. He's on that coke rage. Yep, I think he probably is. So that was Danny Bonaducci. So next is Leif Garrett. So I have a funny story about this, and I'm gonna show you guys it in a little bit. But so Leif Garrett, if you didn't know, he was a teen heartthrob back in the 70s. He had a one-hit wonder called I'm just made for partying all night long or something like that. But interestingly enough, that's all I know him from, pretty much. But a little background on Leif Garrett. First of all, he was a fatherless child. I don't know why, but I should just say that. So he did some guest starring. He had a breakout role in Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice, which was in 1969. He was also on a few ABC TV series. Mostly he was known for a few of his records. His first one was called Come Back When You Grow Up, and I Was Made for Dancing, I think, was the one that topped the charts, particularly in the UK. As for his legal troubles, he did get into drugs he got into drugs, I think, particularly of the marijuana kind, around when he was 14. He was also a terrible alcoholic. he would crash his cars, I believe, and he got arrested. He also tried to buy heroin and cocaine. On my birthday, he tried in 1999, which close, I guess. He got arrested in the MacArthur Park area after he allegedly tried to buy heroin and cocaine from an undercover officer. He got into it when he was 14, but I will say, showbiz is fucked. Hollywood, if you don't know, Hollywood is fucked. He was just playing bingo with drugs, bro. He was also caught with opioids in his shoes. His shoes. No, I was not born yet. But he in 2004 he has like a long ass like I will say out of everybody out of everybody in this cast, I feel like of all the people who was like best suited to talk about his brushes with law enforcement, I think Leif Garrett is the best because he actually has a track record. Yes, I remember. I think it was the one on the train. They had it on camera on like one of the CCTV stuff, and they actually talked about it, which is really funny. But I think out of all the celebrities we're gonna discuss so far, this guy I feel like is the most qualified because he has like a fucking laundry list of like times he got arrested, so it like makes sense. It like makes sense why he's there, because he's gotten arrested multiple times. Obviously he's gonna know like, okay, when you get arrested, this is what happened. They're like, oh, when this sort of thing happened, this is what happened. They're like, this is what prison's like, or stuff like that. I feel like he has like actual like fucking like he has like enough experience to be on that show. Whereas like Dave Monteducci, you got like arrested for like beating people up and then like doing drugs like that. Yeah, he has street cred. He got street cred. He was making character on Scared Straight. He actually came out. I've only seen the first two Terminator. I like the first one. Didn't like the second one, so I didn't want to continue. But he's enough like street cred where I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough. I get why you're on here. You're washed up, but I get it, right? But he was on a lot of things actually. He was on Fish Mitch. He was on a lot back in there. A lot of television work as well. He did Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew. Oh, God. Celebrity Rehab. A fucking reality show about people trying to get help for the drug problem. I didn't like Terminator 2 as much as the first one. I loved the first one. The second one, I just felt like it was kind of mid compared to the original. I don't know. I liked parts of it. But other times, I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I will say though, in the second one, I like the guy who played the Terminator in that one, not Arnold, the other one, who was like fucking just running. Like that was a good performance. You could tell that motherfucker was trained. He was showing no fucking emotion, no fucking strain. It was incredible. Christian Bale going on an angry yelling rant is history. Amen. I'd love to hear about that. But here's what he looked like when he was younger. A little weird that they were making him shirtless when he was a minor, but alright, sure. It was the 70s, I fucking guess. It was weird. But I remember, this is a very funny story, because, so I recognized Leif Garrett, because when I was younger, my mother had, my mama Yo-Yo, she had a bunch of the Wonder Woman, like the Linda Carter Wonder Woman series on DVD, and I loved Wonder Woman growing up. I loved the show. I loved it. It was one of my favorite shows, and so one of the episodes that I think I watched the most because I had a DVD player growing up. Remember those fucking DVD players that were like built like laptops? Remember that? And he had like a giant chunky like thing in the center for the disc. I had one. I had multiple. I kept dropping them and breaking them because I was an idiot child. But I had I had like a little case, a little like case of what do we call it? I had a little case of like DVDs that I would bring with me to like watch on trips when we were like going someplace, and I had one of the episodes, or one, like a few of the episodes on DVD for this, and I would bring it with me because I love this goddamn show so much. And I remember the episode that one of the episodes that was on that disc was one with fucking Leif Garrett, and I remember. So essentially, in the episode, I have a clip of it we're gonna watch. In the episode, Leif Garrett plays himself. Essentially, he's like a teen heartthrob. Hi, Void Wave. He's a teen heartthrob. Wonder Woman's like sister? Question mark. I don't remember much about the show. I think like Wonder Woman had like a sister, like a ward she was in charge of, and her sister like loved Leif Garrett. I think his name was just Leif. And I remember that he was on the show, and like, I'm gonna be real with you, the kid could not fucking act. Like, all tea, all shade, all pink lemonade. This motherfucker gave nothing. He combined the drama of doing absolutely nothing with the excitement of just standing there. He was not giving us anything. He was a very soft-spoken boy. I remember in the show. He was like, hi, yeah, hi. Like, he was like, if anybody could embody the man standing emoji, it would have been him in that show. He was like, he was not good. In addition to that, the plot was that he had a twin brother who like went missing? Question mark. Like, his twin brother got kidnapped for whatever reason, and it was up to Wonder Woman to save his ass and make the show happen, because there were two of them and they can't do the show without each other because they're twins and they love each other. And so they did actually, for like the 70s, I respect that they did something kind of cool like this. What they did with that, they had like, they just spliced the footage together so it looked like he was standing next to himself. Hi Luscious, Twitch is smelly, but this is why we have the Discord. The Discord helps you. Yeah, essentially like he was giving nothing. But I have a clip of it right here that we're gonna watch so you can experience it, because they did play a song. They played his song, which is I Was Made for Partying All Night Long, which is, unironically, I'm gonna be real, it's a good song. Like it's not bad. It's actually pretty good, I will admit. So it's this one, I think. Yes, let's do this. Okay. I need to okay. I don't know why it doesn't do that, but we're gonna turn this off here. We're gonna turn this up. And let's see here. I believe, yeah, this one, Leif Garrett in spandex disco pants. So let's watch it. Let's watch it a little bit.
So how do you like your new manager so far?
He's great, but I miss Ash, you know. But he couldn't handle the kidnapping thing too well.
Well, the police and the FBI weren't too thrilled with his behavior either.
There you go.
Dude, look. Bro, what the fuck is that acting, bro?
Well, I don't know about you, but this girl saved my life. She deserves more than an autograph. And if it weren't for her, we'd never be together again.
Oh wait, no, this Lane and Michael. Okay, wasn't them.
Well, it was good seeing you again, Diana. So long. Thank you very much for all your help. And it was nice meeting you, Miss Prince.
This dude is not, he does not know. he's just, the acting was just a little mid compared to Linda Carter, who was acting her whole pussy out, like, her whole Wonder Wussy out, like, she, you know, he was just giving it nothing, and it was very funny. He doesn't know. Also, apparently they knew each other. I don't remember how they knew each other, but yeah. I also don't remember who the fuck this girl was. I do not remember anything about her.
Okay, break a leg, guys.
So I do think it was smart. It was incredibly smart with the, I don't know. For the 70s, I'm impressed with the use of effects here. I was very like, okay, cook, work, perhaps, slay even. Oh god.
You may as well die now, Diana.
What?
I have nothing left to live for.
gonna kill myself right after this, Diana. I'm gonna This is, oh my god. Sorry, it's
Well, how about a hot fudge sundae after the show?
With peanuts?
The works.
You're on.
all right. Get ready. Look, this is so fucking funny. Sorry, it's like this is. I'm gonna commit suicide right in front of them, Diana. This is how VTuber fans react. So this is very funny. So you're gonna see these two Leifs, Lane and Michael, if you will, performing, and they are serving Dula Peep. they have like, I get why they couldn't do it. I get why they can't move around too much, because it's gonna fuck with the editing, right? And you can even see right here, there's like a very clear like line down the middle, like where they spliced it, which is actually pretty, like, pretty good that you can't notice it too much. But it's very, very, very funny that he just literally just stands there, and everyone's like, oh my god, he's literally, oh my god, and he's just like standing there doing absolutely nothing. No star power, no stage presence, no nothing. He's just standing there singing. Also, I will say, I absolutely love, how she just essentially tells Wonder Woman that she's gonna like kill herself, and then Wonder Woman's like, how about ice cream? And she's like, true. She's like, all right, you got a point there. I'll give you that. Okay, it's like, dude, if you sing with your hands behind your back, no. At least the other guy, the other Leif is fucking, he's actually doing something. Look at this. He's actually a pretty good singer, I will say. Dude. Bro, what? They're the same actor. I do appreciate how he gave one of them like some actual personality and minor stage presence, incredibly minor stage presence. He's doing nothing. He's just standing there with his hands behind his back. What are you doing, bro? At least clap your hands and someone do a little jig, do a little shimmy. But he's just like, I'm just gonna stand here like I'm in a fucking elementary school choir, just fucking standing there. It's incredible. Thank you, Leif, for your groundbreaking performance. Clap with me. This is beautiful. Yeah, at least give him a tambourine. Or something. Like, give him like a little bit, like, make him move his arms a little bit. Yeah, like, also Sir Mars. Yes, exactly. This is the only reason I know about Leif Garrett, is because of this, like, because I watched Wonder Woman as a kid a lot. It's clap with me, chat. Come on, there you go. We got it. Hey, we can do it. I believe in me. Oh, it's not gonna work? Oh, it's not working! Oh, wait, it is! Yeah! Great job, Leif. You did it amazingly. Show-stopping, stunning, world-colliding, cultural reset. Like... Everyone's like, yeah! Like, I like how they're also wearing the same exact shirt, just like he just pulled it down a little bit more. Back in the day, everybody had the same kind of hair, though. He's just doing nothing! This close-up of Linda Carter. Beautiful. Shout out to Bruce Lansbury for giving us this episode. But yeah, it was just what? Oh, Macho, welcome. Hello, everybody. My name is Yoda Yo-Yo. I'm Supreme Leader Yo-Yo Mania. Like, long walks to beat your mother. Today, I like making fun of washed-up 70s celebrities. Let me show you out real quick. Macho, go. I hope it's not cap sensitive, is it? Yeah, it is. We're good. Okay. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. I'll drink water. But But yeah, that is pretty much the only reason I know about Leif Garrett is because of that show. And I remember cause they played the song, they played I Was Made for Dancing on it, and I was like, no fucking way. No way that's the same guy. And lo and behold, I looked him up and it was, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious, that's insane. But yeah, that's Leif Garrett. Out of the 4 cast members we're highlighting today, I do firmly believe that he is in high school. No, I didn't look like that. I didn't have the cunt. I didn't have the serve. Because I will say, back in the 70s, everybody having open shirts was such a look, and we should bring it back. I'm very glad that 70s couture is making a comeback, so to speak. At least with like Zoomers, everybody's wearing like 70s inspired clothing. Well, not everybody, but everybody's wearing like vintage style clothing, and I really, really love that. Because I think that the fashion trends of the past are really, really good. Everybody had amazing hair. They usually feathered it a lot, and they used a lot of product, but I guess just think after it's going to be the 80s again. I'm serving the dead. I'm sure you are. Oh, hi, Lyles. But yeah, that's the only reason I knew this fucker. So yeah, there you go. Well, like I said, out of everybody, I think he has the most street cred to back up why he's on the show. But next, she needs no introduction because I'm sure all of you know about her already. If you don't, I'll gladly tell you about her. So, Tonya Harding. Tonya Harding, if you don't know, was a very, very famous ice skater. Hi, Captain Greenbeans. You love Tonya? She was a very, very famous ice skater. Damn, Cupcake, damn! Cupcake said, nah, no, we're not fucking, you know, dealing with this shit. We're ice skating redneck owned. But she was a professional ice skater back in the 90s, 80s. Her makeup reads 80s is the thing. Let's see, 1986, about like 80, late 80s, early 90s, pretty much. And she is infamous for essentially just going, you know what? Actually, fuck the competition. I'm gonna be a little conniving little bitch, and I'm gonna. So she hired, I believe it was her ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, who hired her, like, some of his homies, and they just fucking jumped. Like, they jumped her competition. Yeah, she broke her legs, and I think it was with intent that she never skate again. Or no, I can't remember because the facts were kind of twisted, or something. And but yeah, she hired, like, she just went, you know what, for the streets, and then she just, like, wife material. she went to go just break that bitch's legs, or she had her ex-husband and her ex-boyfriend or like an ex and his friends jump the bitch essentially. I believe they'd got a baseball bat, just beat the fuck out of her legs. Which honestly, like, you know what, bitch, that's cunt. That's cunt. I'm gonna say it. That's like, that's real. I don't condone it at all. I just think that's like, what a fucking wow. She's famous for beating Nancy Kerrigan in the knee. Like, that's actually fucking wild. Like, that's some fucking, that's actually wild. I don't know. Like, when I think about it, it's out of this fucking world. It's very hard, right? I think she did get arrested. Let me see here. Let me pull it up. Oh wait, no, her leg was not broken, but severely bruised, essentially. But they were trying to, like, they were trying to put her out of commission for like quite a long time was the thing. And Harding won. She won too, which I'm like, bitch. Real. Yeah, it wasn't like that. Yeah, they essentially, like, they meant to break her leg so she'd be out of commission for the winter ones, and like the one that like, essentially Harding was like trying to get her out of commission for some time so she'd win both things, essentially. And Harding denied it for a little bit, and then everyone's like, it was Jeff. It was fucking Jeff. His name is Jeff. And then obviously after everything happened, yeah, she got indicted. So she didn't have a brush up for the law. And then apparently she had an explicit videotape clip of her topless, which was 3 still frames. Great, guys. Apparently she had a sex tape as well, and she went to Penthouse. So she went to Penthouse as well. And she was also on True TV's Dumbest, World Dumbest, and in 2019 she was seen in a television commercial promoting direct-to-auto insurance. And she had a boxing career as well. She had a boxing career as well, and she lost immediately in her debut. And apparently somebody sent her a death threat, and also she had asthma. So owned. She also has an automobile racing land speed record. She set a new land speed record in 2009 with a vintage gas coupe with a speed of 97.177 miles per fucking hour, driving a 1931 Ford Model A. And apparently it was actually on a World's Dumbest episode as well. And now she's also on Dancing with the Stars, and she finished 3rd place, so I guess she can't really win. Shade. She was also on Worst Cooks of America. She was really going at it, wasn't she? Wow. She was in National Lampoon. She was in a lot. What the fuck? Jesus. She went fucking hard, and I'm actually okay. This is such an interesting phenomenon that you typically see in American media, particularly, where like, I mean, I haven't seen it in many other places, where like a fucking someone who did something like this is it got like has like she got famous. She's why I just want to know, like, why. So there's a famous Olympic, former Olympian ice skater who is pretty much known for trying to break her opponent's legs. Why is she trying to sell me car insurance? Well, can you tell me that? Can you tell me why she's trying to sell me car insurance? Why the fuck? Like, it's like Kanye West. Like, I love Gaga, but what the fuck does she have to do with cameras? You know what I mean? Like what did they mean by this? Like, what is with it? So your mirrors don't get broken. A little bit more, so your tires don't get slashed, But the thing is as well, if you don't buy the car insurance, you'll fucking club your knee. But the thing is as well, like what? Like, I don't know. I'm just like, it's not just her. It's like a bunch of other people. Like what with fucking Shaquille O'Neal trying to sell you the General for a great low price you could get online. Go to the General and save some time. Like I couldn't. I'm not. America, what are you doing? What is going on? But yes, I think everybody knows her nowadays from the movie that came out with Margot Robbie, called I, Tonya, which focuses on her life. I think that's like most of the reason that we know about her today. I feel like I'm gonna be real. Okay, I'm gonna do like a little mini tier list right now. So like in terms of street cred for this show, I think Tonya Harding has like maybe A or B tier street cred. Like, cause she went hard, man. Like she went hard for that shit, and that's some like mafia shit. That's some like mob shit, And I gotta like, I can understand why she's in there, because she got fucking investigated by the FBI, bro. Like she got investigated by like actual fucking like establishments, and not just like Danny Bonaducci, who got pulled over essentially for like fucking trying to buy drugs and like beating up somebody, which is like bad, really bad. But like he wasn't investigated by the FBI, and he wasn't arrested like fucking like 17 times like Leif Garrett. So I feel like Dave Bonaducci, I'm sorry, bro, your street cred down here, bro. You down here, bro. Right? So I think like number one, Leif Garrett, because he just seems like he has the experience enough to give you like a real perspective on like, crime and stuff. Even if I'm pretty sure he was like high on weed for 90% of the episodes. He sounded like it. Also, Tonya Harding second place so far, because she did some real gangster shit. So I had to place her up there. And then third place right now, Danny Bonaducci. But we're gonna talk about next is none other than this motherfucker, Sylvester Stallone's brother, Frank Stallone. So, I want to talk to you about this guy. I want to talk to you about this guy real quick. Because, let me tell you, okay? So, if you're unfamiliar, if you haven't seen this show before, you might be like, okay, Yoda, why are you talking about him? Why is he special? Is it just because the Sly Stallone shower shits story? Well, that, and, I don't fucking know. No psychic Frank Stallone. I do not, like, this guy. So, the thing about Frank Stallone is that he would always be in episodes, if there was ever, like, for World's Dumbest Drivers in particular, I remember. So, if you don't know, driving in Russia is a fucking hellscape. Driving in Russia is a complete and utter hellscape. At least it was at the time of filming the show. It probably has not changed, but driving in Russia is a hellscape, and insurance fraud is fucking rampant. So a lot of, I think it's like a requirement, perhaps not by law, but yes, by just like social norm to have a dash cam on you, because it is absolutely fucking horrible over there. But Frank Stallone hates Russians, and he wants you to know that. This motherfucker has nothing good to say about Russians. Every single fucking time a Russian is associated with a clip, he is in there just saying the most xenophobic shit about them. He slides in. He will not have been in any other fucking part of this episode except the one where there's a Russian mentioned. He will slide and they'll be like, those stupid Ruskies, and just leave. And he's never in the episode ever again. He's just like he just hates Russians so fucking much. My blood still thinks it's the Cold War. Dude, dude, he doesn't even appear. He materializes. He spawns in. He uses console commands. He no-clips in just to, like, get into the chair and be like, that's why Russian's stupid. I'm Frank Stallone, bitch. And then he just leaves. I don't know. Blood still thinks it's the fucking Cold War for some reason. He's stuck in the 80s, I guess, because he, like, legitimately just he will just materialize into it and then be like, Russians suck, and then just leave. And he'll just say, like, the most, like, racist uncle shit you'll ever see. He's a scripted event that has no end condition. The end condition is when you move on from the topic of Russians, because like they legitimately, I'm not fucking joking, they had an entire episode. I could not find it anywhere. But they had an episode dedicated to like Russian drivers, and he was the only guy. He was like the one like. They had the other commentators, yes, but he was the main guy because he was just talking shit the entire episode and just saying the same, like, racist uncle at the Thanksgiving, like, dinner table shit that you've ever heard in your life, just repeating the same basic points about why he doesn't like Russian people, and just, like, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, Frank. He was just saying it wasn't even fucking stereotypes. He was just being blatantly xenophobic. It was like, it was so funny. Like what the fuck did they do, bro? Like, are you, dude? What the fuck did they do to you? Like, and it was just, oh my god. I could not fucking find. I found a clip. I did find a clip. I did find a clip, over here. Let me go pull it up. I found a clip of him talking about. I could not. I thought I was going insane. I'm like, did I like dream up this episode like a Frank Stallone fueled fever dream? Frank going ballistic on the Slavic Stallone. Like, I swear to God, there was an episode like World's Dumbest Drivers, like Russia edition or something like that. Hold on. Yeah, they didn't have it. They have World's Deadly. Like, I couldn't find anything on it. I couldn't find it, and I did find a clip of him talking about it. I believe it was probably rebranded under a different name. I don't fucking know. He just fucking hates them. I just remember he would just fucking like do that. But this was him. If you don't know, this was him when he was younger, and that is his. Did you guys know Sylvester Stallone did porn? I didn't know that until there was actually there's a Twitter account called out of context porn. I think it was out of context porn, and Sylvester Stallone was just in the fucking like he was there, and I remember I heard his voice. It said to the girls like, the guy's like got some weed. I didn't remember the clip, but it was so he sounded like a lost puppy in the clip, because he's just like I got some weed, and then the girl's like, you wanna fuck, and then he goes yeah, sure. I just remember being like, what the fuck is this fucking good? Because it took me a minute, because I was just scrolling through that account because it's so fucking funny, and I just saw it, and I saw it, and he just it's just like two people. I'm like that guy looks familiar. And then I watched the clip with audio. And I hear the voice, and I'm like, that's fucking Sylvester Stallone. What the fuck? and I remember nobody in the comments like mentioning it, and I'm like, are we gonna fucking ignore the fact that this is just Sylvester Stallone in a porn from the 70s? Like, what is going on? It was legitimately the funniest thing. Just like, yeah, sure. Like he's like, why not? We're both here, why not? Like, it was so fucking funny. I need to find the clip. I'm gonna go scouring for it. I'm gonna post it in the Discord, because what the fuck? But yeah, I know Frank Stallone. I'll give you some background info before we further go into why, like, just his absolute Russian hatred for some reason. He wrote, he was a singer, primarily. Pretty much the thing is that they don't, I feel bad because they don't have much on him. At the very end of my rope, it was do that movie or rob someone, because at the very end of my rope. Understandable. Cause legit cool, yeah. I guess it's understandable. I mean, back then, when you're like a struggling actor, I mean, like, a lot of people want to go into Hollywood. They end up going into porn. Essentially, it's quite the industry. So understandable. I ain't judging. I guess it was just a fucking like flashbang, like a sonic flashbang to just hear like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, ain't no fucking way. I'm tripping. But I heard the rumor. I didn't think they were true though. So I was just like, what? Hello. But yeah, there isn't much on Frank. We know literally the only thing he's really known for is that he wrote songs and is the younger brother of Sylvester Stallone, and then he wrote music for his movies, but like pretty much like pretty much there's not much really known about it. But yeah, Norm Macdonald did a bunch of Weekend Update stuff as well. He was on the Howard Stern Show. He was a contestant on Hulk Hogan's Celebrity Championship Wrestling. He was also on the Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Jesus Christ. But yeah, they did a movie on him as well. But he really is just known for, like, his Wikipedia page is very short and stubby. But they don't talk about him being on World's Dumbest though. They don't talk about it. They only talk about discography, but they don't talk about him being on World's Dumbest. Because he was on World's Dumbest, and all he would do. Am I tripping? He was. Yeah, they have clips of it. Why are they putting it on there? Maybe because he was just incredibly racist towards Russians. That's why they're like, oh yeah, we're not gonna put that on the Wikipedia page. No. He was on there, and he would just shit on them constantly. But yes, that was Frank. Weirdly enough, I always thought Frank was the older brother. But I suppose, who am I, Okay, so I'll pull it up. It's a minute. It's a shitty clip, but it's all we have, I believe. This is the only evidence. This is this is the only fucking evidence we have of of Frank Stallone Russian racism. I could not find any fucking thing else when I looked it up. At least immediately. I didn't want to do too much digging because I'm a lazy bastard. But this is, as far as I know, this is the only footage we have of fucking Frank Stallone being incredibly racist towards Russians. So brace yourself. He's probably gonna be saying some weird shit. I haven't seen this shit in a while, so let's see it. Oh wait, is this actually it? Yes. Oh wait, yeah, I think this is it. There he is. There he is. There's Frank. There's Frank. There he is. All right, let's do it again. The audio quality might be a little weird because it's literally recorded. Like they recorded the fucking TV. So, we'll do our best. No sound? Oh, hold on. Okay, let me turn it up then. Sorry. Okay. There was sound, it's just really quiet for some reason. Alright, hold on. You gotta do is kind of mid. Alright. It's so quiet. Oh my god, hold on. I need to turn this up. I'm gonna turn it up. Give me a minute. I gotta turn it all the way up. Okay, I made it as loud as I fucking possibly can. Alright. If it blows your ears out, I'm sorry. But I made it as loud as I possibly can. Okay.
What's up? I'm Frank Stallone. A lot of wimps like to give me a lot of crap for busting on Russia and other places where they don't do stuff as good as us. But that's bull. I think Russians have a lot of great qualities. Look at this guy. Whoa! Look how graceful that guy was. You can tell why they're all gymnasts and trapeze freaks over there.
Bro.
Okay, well, that guy ran the light. But it's not their fault. Those commies probably get all worked up when they see red lights.
Bruh.
I love it. Now you gotta take the bus, but you can't. Because you smashed the bus stop. Sucks to be you, Ivan.
He's so he's so mean.
Okay, that was a little dumb.
Bro.
To be honest, I almost didn't even notice the crash. I was focused on how ugly their country is.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
These Russians are at a disadvantage with that crazy outfit. Backwards R. What is this, Toys R Us? Go yourself.
Bro. This is Rose. Bro.
Okay, you know what? I tried. Russians are idiots and can't drive. That's all there is to it. Anyone who has a problem with that can sit and spin. I'm Frank Stallone, and I approve this message.
Jesus Christ, Frank. Jesus Christ, Frank. Jesus. He's just so unapologetically like fucking me. Dude, legitimate. He still thinks we're in the fucking Cold War. This man has the energy of a video and you unlock it. Face Outlaw, where he's just shitting on the fucking Russians. Like imagine that. Imagine that. For like he because this was like a dedicated segment, right? This was a dedicated segment. Imagine like cause that was like a dedicated segment of him doing that, right? But I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you, like in the episodes in CNC Red Alert 4 cutscene. Somebody fucking want that in. Somebody fucking change that to like the fucking American thingy fucking shit, bro. Oh my god. Legitimately. I could not like because you guys if you haven't watched the show or maybe like you don't remember because I clearly remember this. I'm like cause I remember like, oh that's Sylvester Stallone's brother, I guess. But I remember being like he would just fucking spawn in. He would spawn in to like episodes just to shit on Russian people and call them dumb and then like leave. And it's like and he'd never be a part of the rest of the episode unless it had something to do with shitting on Russians. It was like I was like, what? This dude is just so dedicated to the craft. He's dedicated to the. He'll just spawn in and then just do it. But yeah, that's what he was. That is what he's fucking doing. But I couldn't fucking believe it. To be quite frank with you. To be quite frank with you. I'm so funny. But yeah, this show was fucking insane. As for some other people, to be quite frank, bro, dude was mad, bro. But yeah, we can watch some clips now. I believe. I think we probably can get away with it. I don't know if they're on YouTube, but we'll probably find some rips, you know. But some other people of note. Todd Bridges was also a main cast member, as you can see here. He was typically one of like essentially like every episode would start off with one of the four, like the 4 or 5 highlighted one. Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried was here as well. I remember Chris Fairbanks quite a bit being in it because he kind of reminded me of Frodo, or not Frodo. Yeah, Frodo. Never mind. But yeah, they had a huge ass cast, and it would Gilbert Garfield. No, I haven't. It sounds amazing though. But yeah, it was quite a fucking moment. Let me find some clips while we're here. Let's do World's Dumbest Criminals, but I'll show you, you know. Wow, people just straight up fucking posted the fucking thingies. Based as hell. So let's find, this is, cause they had a lot. They had a shit ton. So we'll do World's Dumbest Criminals, and we'll give you a little bit swag. Is shitpost horror? Oh, really? That's not. Why is it horror? I could see it. Garfield's kind of scary. All right, hold on. So let's watch it. Watch a little bit of it on stream. Not too much. We'll watch just a little bit, and I'll talk about it a little bit, maybe. Let's turn this up because I don't think people are gonna be able to hear it. Thank you, sister. Let me turn this up. So, I'll give this is just to show you guys, if you haven't watched it before, like, what it's like to watch it. Because I know some of you maybe never watched it, or you never saw it, or maybe you just didn't ever watch True TV, which, in case, you're not real, because Impractical Jokers was on True TV, and it was absolutely based. Pretty much, if you ever watched True TV, for Impractical Jokers, whatever, this show was probably going to be on at some point. At least that was what my experience was. It was the only thing you watched. That's incredibly based, because honestly, it was half time I watched this as well. But
join us as we journey deep inside.
So that's Chris Bolsick, or Bolkick. If you don't know who that guy was, so let's enjoy it.
The Criminal Mind.
It's all about careful preparation.
So
20 flagrant felons deploying devious disguises.
Oh, God.
Frank!
Superior strategies.
There he is!
I'll rest here at the scene of the crime.
So yeah, you'll notice that some of the humor is very 2010s, very late 2000s.
Sweetie, this ain't strip club, it's a convenience store.
All carefully
So they always show him.
Celebrity hosts.
I mean, hey, what comes around goes around.
The editing is also incredibly dated.
And it begins.
So let's give it a go. Give it a go. But yeah, also you may notice that there is quote unquote audio from in the show. In case maybe you do not realize, it is added in post, and they have the same 5 dudes, the same 2 not even 5, same 2 or 3 guys, just yeah, pretty much because like I said before, this came out during the era where people were just taking viral videos off of YouTube. Well, later in the season they were just using YouTube, but in the early one they were using submitted tapes that you could find, or just police tapes they would get, but. Later in the season, they literally just start reacting to viral videos and, infomercials and stuff. So it was in that era, we call it the Tosh.0 era, where you would react to like internet clips and various different clips and stuff like that. So let's continue. This fucking sting. I always remember it. Not the dissolve. Not the dissolve transition. Not the dissolve transition on a public TV show. No, not the Windows Movie Maker. You're not doing that to me. Not the Windows Movie Maker dissolve.
All right, come on, let's go. Ain't got much time. Come on, I'm coming.
Oh God,
Be home soon. I know. Get this over with quick. Okay.
they have like I don't even think it's even two guys. Like one guy doing all the voices.
You get the TV, I'll get the bedroom.
TV's heavy, man. Why do I always gotta take the heavy stuff?
It's very
Break, man.
very 2010s.
Could he get a little closer to the camera? He didn't see the red light? Is he some kind of visually challenged individual?
The fucking
I like
quirky.
the way his eyes look in night vision. Handsome.
It's like a.
Steal some stuff.
Why do I always gotta take the heavy
It's
stuff? Go, you
the
don't
humor.
know.
The humor is very
Don't be quiet. You shut
yeah.
up.
It's very yeah.
Records this pair of dumb criminals stealing $11,000 worth of electronics and jewelry. Later, the homeowners post the footage on Facebook.
Facebook, Jesus, old ass.
And a great Thai restaurant.
Someone identifies one of the intruders as Sean South, who turns out to be a Facebook friend of the victim.
Bruh. Not the editing. Not the editing.
Facebook is great. Even if one of your friends is a criminal, one of your other friends got your back.
Do they have a dislike
Sean,
button
what the fuck is
for,
Sean?
home invasion?
South and his accomplice are arrested and charged with felony burglary and theft.
I'd say
There he is.
that deserves an unfriending.
Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny, Danny. You're so funny. You have such street cred, Danny. Nuh-uh.
Confessed to planning the crime by
Also, Leif is bald
monitoring the
here.
homeowner's status updates.
Not gonna be home until midnight. I love our new 50-inch plasma TV.
This
Bruh.
is exactly why all of my Facebook statuses start with, I'm at home cleaning my guns.
Yo, also, I
Well,
wanna see
back in the day when people still use Facebook. When Facebook was like the main fucking mode of social media back then, after like MySpace and everything. Insane. Absolutely insane.
next time. Shut up.
But yeah, a lot of these videos you'll notice are from the internet as well.
Tanya, Bonaduce.
I ran a moderately successful meme page in 2017.
Block them.
I remember actually some of our peasants have done that as well, or they ran meme pages. I like to point. This is terrifying to hear in the background. We're studying. Bro, I hope it's scary as shit.
An elderly woman
Thank you for liking, by the way, Luscious.
discover a pool of liquid in one of the aisles.
Okay, I love this though. Some businesses in my area still have Facebook pages. I don't blame them. It's good for attracting a certain demographic of customers, essentially.
I'm falling.
Thank God she was able to break that fall by getting onto her hands and knees very slowly.
It's a little bit of normie humor, I will say. This stuff.
Lady, you're 72 years old.
Who the fuck is Wes Denning? Hold on, I'm googling him. I saw him on the cast list. I'm like, bro, what? He's an Australian television producer based in Los Angeles. Okay. He was a host for Australian television programs, including Totally Wild, Antarctica. Hi, Sar. You're on Facebook for family? Yeah, it's understandable. Like, my mom tried to get me back on not Netflix. Hello, on Netflix as well, and Facebook as well. Denny is also executive producer for the upcoming unscripted series, The Real Magic Mike, with Channing Tatum, and what? So he's a producer as well. Well, good for him. Good for him.
You must only be days from a legitimate slip and fall case. Don't rush it.
Okay, you want me to go get the manager?
Yeah, go ahead. Go get him. Go. Ow. Help. Ow. Help.
Help! My friend is, taking a nap.
Must be a real emergency that you couldn't let go of that cart and run.
there's a shoe sale she would have been running. If that isn't a giveaway,
There he is.
This is a scam. I don't know what is. This is just ludicrous.
It's like, I actually one time when I was younger.
Those are the 3 fastest moving people in all of Florida.
Dude, okay. He says that those are the three fastest moving people in all of Florida. Have you seen the crackheads? have you seen the crackheads in Florida? Have you encountered one of the local skinwalkers? No, you haven't, Danny, because you're a loser. Because you have no street cred. You haven't been on these streets, Danny. You haven't been on these streets. You don't know what you're talking about. You have not seen the several skinwalkers and crackheads that you can encounter in Florida. Obviously, you haven't even met Florida Man, bro. IRL stuff and guitar profile. Understandable. Facebook is a place. Facebook is a website. I know they do have a MySpace clone nowadays, but
What's the woman in the motorized cart gonna do for the lady on the floor? Float?
What happened? She fell. She slipped and fell?
Yeah.
purple guy.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this alley. You got healthy people falling down, people in carts rising to their feet. It's like the Bermuda Triangle over there.
After receiving medical
Like-
attention, the woman sues the supermarket for $300,000.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Then
That's
insurance investigators review the footage.
We received your claim and
that's like. Oh hi, Iwakura-chan, how you doing? The sound effects are dumb.
People like this, they give other people bad names.
Get Frank Stallone out of this fucking show. Yo, made Dick had a secret pass going to undercover in Vice City. Yeah, like they have the fucking stock sound effects they were using, the editing, the green screen of it all. It's very, very early 2000s, or not early 2010s, late 2000s sort of editing. I'm doing good. We're just talking about World's Dumbest, which is a... Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to skip through a little bit so we can see just how silly they could get with the editing here. If this is late 2000, it does look more early 2000. Yeah. So this show did run until 2018, I believe. No, 2014, I believe. And the editing style actually remains the same for the most part, aside from updated graphics and transitions. Pretty much the only part of this thing that changes at all. So let's go here. I don't know who this guy.
Hello, everyone. Rob Delaney here with a breaking news story out of Ohio. Police in Sugar Creek Township have arrested a man whose fashion sense is a little unusual. Our own Jamie Andrews has details. Jamie?
But they do like skits like this.
41-year-old Kevin Miller has approached several residents asking what they thought of his bathing suit. But
like they would just do these like little skits essentially.
40s came out of the woods.
Did they animate this? What the fuck? What the hell? Hold on.
Walking, and a white male in his 40s came out of the woods.
We got the. Why does he have Tim's on? Why are you? Why does he have Tim's? What the fuck? Okay, kind of cunty though. Kind of cunty though. We have to admit, it's kind of a serve. Like did they animate? Did they pay people to animate this?
And it started jogging behind them. Then he tried to go up into the woods
What?
across the road.
Okay.
He couldn't make it because the woods scratched him up.
He couldn't make it through the woods. The woods were scratching up his bathing suit part.
Like what color socks do I wear? I don't wear socks, but when I do wear socks, I wear black socks or white socks. Because most of the socks I have are a little uncomfortable. I don't like the crew cut socks because they're kind of uncomfortable, like thick ones that don't have any stretchability to them. Uncomfortable. But yeah, this is all they do, man. But did they have the ads? No, they didn't. Women suck. This is still how you were the average Facebook bloomer. True. What?
Marinated?
Were you planning to eat this thing?
Yeah, but they have 9 lives. I was only gonna cook one.
When world's
Oh my
dumbest
God, the fucking
criminal-
pow I remember that. But yeah, pretty much of this show is. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna show you some of the skits they would do, but they would just do skits essentially regarding it. They just make these people just. Like they would just. Is that Filthy Frank? Is that Frank? What the fuck? It's his brother, red guy. It's Chin Chin. I don't think that was Chin Chin. Chin Chin wore black.
That's the only thing Diaz connected with all year. He's the Braves left fielder. Google it.
Very funny, dude. Very funny guy.
Yay, Philadelphia! Now you see why Bonaducci lives there.
Oop.
Hey, it's Philly. That's just what kind of town it is.
Taysom. No, not the guy just going Taysom. But yeah, essentially, like they'll sometimes have they'll do this. I think it's cute. I think it's pretty cute where they edit them to be like in the stand. That's kind of camp. I like that. I do that too. So I agree with that choice creatively. Look, they even got the Yo-Yo Manian scan line. Look at that. You know what I mean? Look at that. That's real. That's real. That's good. I fuck with that. It's next level React channel. Pretty much, this was like a React channel, but like the original one, they had a bunch more people. I mean, that's what it was, you know. But I do agree. There are 15 episodes of World Dumbest Drivers, Motorheads, Frank Stallone in them. None seem to be all about Russia, judging from the vague episode summaries. Only one mentioned Russia. Are you sure? I swear to God, there was this world's adjective is noun. I swear to God, there was this episode that was just dedicated to Frank Stallone shitting on them. I swear. Like, I just remember watching it, and it was just him, like, constantly shitting on them. Like the whole episode. Or maybe it was criminals? I don't know. I swear there was an episode dedicated, and Chip even did a Russian accent. Chip did a Russian accent the entire episode, and they replaced the something with like the Russian flag. Like they were like, I cannot find anything. I don't know if I was just maybe a fever dream or something, but I swear that it was. Like I swear to God it was real. Cause I remember it vividly, the whole episode just being Frank with the other host. Like he was just like shitting on Russians the entire time. I swear. I don't know. I maybe I'm absolutely tripping, but I remember that so vividly. But you know what? If you'd like to watch more of this show, feel free. I think it's definitely there he is.
Something really dumb? Watch this clip from Russia.
He spawns in right there. I told you. He fucking. You want to see something really fucking dumb? Watch this clip from Russia.
Hello?
Little Z's.
Hello?
Metro last light gameplay.
In this place asleep?
Snacks, chips. Okay, how do I do this? Let's just do it.
How do you say wake up in Russian? Anyone?
Bro's pointing again.
Don't wake her up. Just grab the money and get out of there.
Okay, I'm serious. Give me money now. Now.
Come on.
Live footage of me as a criminal.
You're disturbing me.
Who the fuck? They just had the fucking cameraman point a gun at her.
Come on, help. Help a little bit, please. Come on.
I don't want to jump, okay? I'm not a strong jumper.
Okay. Oh, I'll take myself. No matter. Okay, thank you. Good night.
The accents, yeah, they were. Oh, so they did have audio. Billy opened his eye. Oh, was that it? Was it Brawlers then? Did you fucking find it? No fucking way. Did you? Is that what it was? Is that what it was? World's Dumbest Brawlers? Candon on the fucking goat ear, the fucking Nosferatu hacker we all need. Real on TV tropes of all sides. Wow. So you actually found it. Actually, let's look it up right now. Actually, hold on. It's World's Dumbest Brawlers 11. Hold on. World's Dumbest. Is this it? Is this it? Hold on. Wow, this is upscale as well. They still have it? True TV UK. Wow, okay. So if you guys want to watch the show. Wait, is this? No, it can't be.
It's called a sucker punch.
It's so weird seeing it up. I don't think this is it. I don't know. It might be it, but I don't know. I just remember that it was like themed entirely around it. It doesn't seem like it might be, so I don't know. But yeah, that's the show. If you'd like to watch it, feel free. I think you can tell immediately from it that it is a very like, it's of the time. It's of the time period, if you will. So yeah, that's all I got on it. That's all I got on it. I'm very proud of the thumbnail I made for it, by the way. I'm so proud of that goddamn thumbnail. That came litty, bro. It's a little more bootleg, but it's good as shit. So it's real. It's real as shit. It's cool. It's epic. It's swag. But nah. If you'd like to watch the show, it's on YouTube. Full episodes apparently. So go wild. If you'd like to get the experience of when of when I was a little bit of a child and I would watch this all the time. It's there. Also, if you've never watched it because you didn't watch True TV, watch the tow truck show. I'll post it in Gulag, and also watch watch Impractical Jokers. You're missing out incredibly. Why is music no play? There you go. Watch Impractical Jokers, because that was also a big part of my childhood growing up. I love watching people suffer. I love watching people suffer. Also, it's a Todd Sawyer thing. As well, to look back on a lot of content made on the internet is just reality TV made, except for any old ordinary jack off the host. I mean, true. You're 24 going on 25 soon. Old head, old. Nah, but watch some TV. I don't know. I will say I'm a little sad that streaming has taken over a lot of TV these days, or like a lot of our favorite shows, or like I don't know. A lot of TV these days is not serialized. These hey, I'm the king of out of context, but I don't know. Like a lot of shows aren't serialized anymore, and you can just binge them and stream. And oh, thank you. It's a potentially old scrapped original song. We'll see about that. I'm hoping to get it good, but yeah, I kind of miss the old days of being able to being excited looking at like your TV guide and seeing like, oh, this is coming up soon, and getting excited for it, and or like back in the day when I was a kid, I would like go home and I get home from school, I'd do my homework or if I had any, and then I'd just like go in my parents' room and watch like Victorious or something. Like that was it, man. Or like, I don't know, just looking forward to stuff dropping, like looking forward to certain episodes premiering and stuff like that. Streaming has definitely made it like, I guess, easier. Big Time Rush! Exactly! Like, streaming has made it easier to access stuff, but it also I think it kind of like took away the like magic of TV a little bit. And I think, and that's just me being an old fart over there. I'm not a hag, but I'm not a hag, not a zoomer either, but a third secret option. Naruto Saturday, or like, Adult Swim stuff, or being like able to go, oh, yo, did you see the new episode of that last night? You never really had to worry about spoilers. Unless somebody told you in person, or, you know what I mean? Like, being able to just, like, I don't know, you'd like record your favorite TV shows and watch them later. That was like always a big thing. So like, oh, you gotta record this, Papa, or like Papa Yo-Yo, or like we're gonna miss it. It's not gonna be on demand. So like we record, we literally record Impractical Jokers episodes because like we love them so much. but it was like, yeah. Or, you know, Toonami was also very fun. But I remember, I think by the time I was around, well, no, because or the time I watched it, I used to watch Inuyasha on Toonami back in the day, and like I loved it so much. I loved Inuyasha. I vaguely remember the episodes, but I had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was like, yeah, people, yeah, it's something that was relevant on a different scale when it was something people had to like get ready for it, and you kind of had to just like chill, you know. And now like everybody can watch everything, and if you haven't seen it, like if you haven't seen something nowadays, you get like weird looks a little bit. You're like, you haven't seen Wednesday, it's all on Netflix. You haven't finished it. Like, I don't know. That's just my boomer ass talking about it though. Like, yeah, it's more like everyone likely got your weird joke. And if I was like, the thing is like, that's where like back in the day, anime was like a little bit more difficult to consume as well. Like, you had to either go on like there were streaming sites that were a little sussy, or like you could buy it on DVD if you were like, if there was like one of like I have like a bunch of Inuyasha DVDs from like 99-cent store back in the day. I have like a shit ton of those. I have Rave Master on DVD. I have Brigadoon on DVD. That was a really fucking weird anime thinking about it. But like, I remember like when I wanted to rent anime, I had to like rent it from Netflix and shit like that. Netflix had anime, and most of it was just kind of porn, pretty much. Most of it. I told you, or like I remember when Netflix first started introducing streaming, and that was how I consumed all my anime. If you want to blame anybody for me being cringe, blame Netflix, because they had Hitalia on there. They had Hitalia and Baccano on there, and that was what I watched pretty much. It was like they had the Matrix anime as well, which is still on there, which is real shit for them to have that there. I remember my best friend used to specifically buy new series of the male orc, and like, oh, yeah, they had Baccano on there, and that's how I actually watched it for the first time. I had because it was on there. Netflix I think has the Animatrix still to this day, I believe. But I remember they had Oron, they had Soul Eater, they had Black Butler. They still have some of them, which is amazing. Shoutouts for real. But like I think I told you guys that the first anime that I watched on there was Popotan. If you don't know, Popotan is an ecchi anime. And it shows boobs. It's just straight up full nipple, full areola, everything. So the first anime I streamed, well, no, there was another one I can't fucking remember. It was like a magical girl anime that had like a girl in a fish suit. But the other one that I vividly recall, like one of my first animes, was Popotan. And it just and I remember. Let me tell you about my experience. Let me tell you a story, my children, about the beauty of feeling a little something as like a 9-year-old when I first experienced that. So because I saw anime girls, and I'm like, okay, maybe this will be like, you know, Sailor Moon, or this will be like, you know, like a magical girl anime like the other one was, you know, maybe it'll be awesome, you know, maybe it'll be cool, you know, it looks really cool. I watch it. If I remember correctly, I never looked into Popotan ever since then, but I remember there was like some kid who like goes to like this abandoned mansion, like Aoni style, and he like there's like 3 sisters, and I remember the one that had the fattest tits. She had some big old bajongers, some big old hooters, some big old Don Honologungus, okay? And the way she was introduced was that she like she steps out of the shower. Oh my god, you came here at the wrong moment. Hi, Azarashi, Ali, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. We're talking about potentially my sexual awakening via anime when I was put a young babe. You played Team Fortress 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Hello everybody. My name is Yoda Yo-Yo. I'm part of Shira Yuri Production. I like long walks on the beach with mother, and today I love talking about nostalgia from the 2010s and late 2000s right now. I like singing, I like dancing, and I love your mother. but I'm talking about the anime Popotan. It was an ecchi anime with boobs, with just straight up titties that was on Netflix when it first started streaming. Oh, the Goose 231, welcome to Club, buddy. But dead ass, it was just like an ecchi anime that was just on Netflix for a while when it first started streaming. Baccano was also on there. They had a lot of classics on there. But that was also original Fruits Basket was on there. Yes, areola, the nipple, everything you can name. The titties were out. It was shudzy boobies. And I saw that and I was like, wow. I remember my face went red. I was like, wow, boobs. Yeah, I was like, I remember my face went red and everything. I was absolutely flabbergasted. I was like, I shouldn't be watching this. And I stopped. Well, no, here's the thing. So here's the fucking funny thing about that, Sister Rose. Okay, here's the fucking funny thing about that, Sister Rose. So I saw that happen. I thought I was just embarrassed because, I was looking at a woman's bare body. I just thought I was embarrassed because it was nudity. I knew I wasn't supposed to be watching this. This is porn essentially. These are titties. These are boobies. And then, because keep in mind, so this is a very embarrassing fact that still looms above me, like somebody's sins while they're in church. So my sexual awakening as a kid, we all know it. I'm gonna say it was Germany from Italia. That was the first time I ever felt anything for a man. That was the first time I ever felt any sort of attraction was just to Germany Italia, and that also got me into fan fiction. And I would go on Quizazz. If you don't know, there's a website called Quoteb. Before that, it was called Quizazz, and I would read fanfic. I would read these things, and that's actually how I got into PewDiePie as well. How I got into YouTubers and video games was because some of these like Roar X3, XD writers would include like screams like this guy at 15 seconds. Like they would do that shit. I never had a chance. It was Jover before it even began. It was over. It never happened. It never even began. I was fucked the moment that I opened up Netflix, I think. So I would always read things that, because it was funny because they never had 18 plus, they only had 16 plus back then, because everybody who was writing the shit were in their teenage, like they were in their teens, and I was like 11 or 12, just like But I remember, God, okay, shout out Patrick Sates. I just want to say shout out Patrick Sates, because his voice performance is what really sold it for me, but shout out Patrick Sates, okay, thank you for being my awakening. I watched the English stuff, and, but yeah, that was my first awakening, and, I'm very ashamed of it, but at the same time, at least, it's kind of funny at the same time, but, Good God. I played Too Quick for the Indian GTA and maybe trans. Real! The boomer shooter, the trans pipeline, real. He awoke the beast. Dude, I would learn stuff I shouldn't have known. I learned stuff I shouldn't have known because of Italia. I learned what BDSM was. Because in his Wikipedia article, it talked about how he was into BDSM, or it was like implied he was into BDSM. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. I like Germany, so I'm gonna look that up. Do you understand? Do you realize the I should not have had unrestricted internet access from a young age. Do I still have the VOD from the tag tier list? I might. Maybe. I was deep. I was in the trenches. I was 1,000 yards staring, suffering from shell shock. I was everything. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran of this shit. Honestly, yeah, man. Because I've seen. I will say, Italia was abysmal for people. Like it was fucking abysmal for people who could not. Because obviously, if you watch Italia, especially if you watch the Japanese dub, like a lot of people did, if you watch Italia like a lot of people did in sub, I watched the dub, and even then, oh my god, it does not teach you history as much as people, as much as people would like to say it did, and to an extent they reference specific moments in history that were actually really a thing on AP Euro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, oh my god, I don't know why I did this, but I did use Italia as a way to review for my AP Euro test. Do not talk to me about it, I'm not gonna reply. But it did cover some events in history, but it severely glossed over certain major world events that were very, very, very big. And I'm not gonna say any of them, but if you know, you fucking know. That's all I'm gonna say. We're not gonna talk about it. Nope. Nuh-uh. But they glossed over a lot, and the fandom, because of that, because a lot of the time they didn't study actual history, and maybe perhaps relied on Italia, they would have these very, very warped perception of some world history events and how they went, and the severity of them. So that would be reflected in fanfics. And oh boy, did I see some absolutely fucked OCs. Because I can cringe at it because it's like morally wrong, or granted, you know, back in the day we didn't know any better, right? You know, we were stupid teenagers, preteens, kids even, who just liked pretty anime boy, handsome, rugged anime boy, and we didn't fully comprehend the severity of what the subject matter that show was covering, because it was portrayed in a very sort of, you know, like goofy way, because it was just a comedy show, you know. Miku Binder, Thomas Jefferson, never fucking forget. They should have added that bitch in the fucking Clone High. They should have added Miku Binder, Thomas Jefferson to Clone High. It was a missed opportunity to do so, to not do so. They could have given it to us. They could have given it to us. They would have slayed with it. God have mercy on our souls. But yeah, I was in the trenches for real. I was in the absolute trenches with that fucking show. But out of it, I discovered a bunch of shows I actually like, you know, just actual anime I like, and I got into it. And then I stopped watching anime for a bit because I thought it was cringe. And then I went back to watching some of it casually, and then I stopped watching it again because everything was like fan service. And I started watching it again because they started doing remakes, and that is where we are right now. Fruits Basket shoutouts. I'm waiting for that Oran season 2, baby. I'm waiting for that Oran season 2. That's what I'm waiting for. We're never gonna get it, ever. But yeah, it was 2010s were definitely a moment. They were such a moment. Yeah, these days most of I just play video games when I can. I don't even have fucking time to play video games these days. I'm trying to make room for it though. Which is partly why I love doing stream. I love streaming because I get to fucking play games. I get to actually play fucking games and not just have them rot in my Steam library for 10 years. Because there are some games that I'm saving for stream. There are some games that I'm saving for what we call Phase 2. And I'm gonna be playing a lot of games. But when you're just an adult, I guess you just don't have fucking time. Because I would play. That's how I would play games. I'd just stream them, and it'd be really fun. And I miss it. I miss playing games. So that's why we've been playing a lot of games lately. Next week we're gonna return back to our originally scheduled programming, maybe with like a little bit of a twist here or there. We're gonna try to finish up. We're gonna keep playing Metro. I think we're almost done with Metro Last Light, and then we have X Layers as well, which is something we need to finish as well. I think I don't know how far we are from it, but we'll see. And then, oh Pavel, my beloved. I still need to record those Skell singles as well, or the Dictator ditties. I can't think of anything else though. We might. I really want to play Shattered Dimensions though. I downloaded the PS3 thing, and I really want to play it. So I think we might just do Superhero Week next week. Honestly, we might do Shattered Dimension City a hero stream. So look forward to that. I love doing them. They're so much fun. We're gonna get our super group going. So okay. I want to make this announcement in case like you are playing City Heroes or you like it. So we started in the reunion server because there was nobody there and I just didn't want to bother anybody, but I was told that hey, we should migrate our stuff because like pretty much there's nobody on reunion, and if you want to like, grind your character, just play. Because I was really happy to hear that you guys like are playing it on your off time. I'm really happy I've got you into it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna migrate to Excelsior, and Excelsior is one of the more active servers in the game. There's two. There's I think Everlasting, I believe is the RP one. I can't remember. But we're gonna go to Excelsior, which is like the main one that everybody's on, and that's where we're gonna be holding it. So you can. I don't know how to transfer yet. I'm gonna look into it after I reach level 10, so I can like just do the league stuff easily. But we're gonna transfer all our characters to there. So when you guys are playing in your off time, if you want to mingle with some of the other heroes or villains, you can do that. That'll be fun. So keep that in mind. Maybe do it at some point before the stream. And I think I might do another. I'm gonna do another superhero game next week. I'll do like a superhero week, just to torture myself a little bit. I can't think of any other Spider-Man game my brother had, but I know we had one other one. I just never played it, but I'll look into it. Oh, we had an X-Men Origins game for the Wii. I remember that one. That was really cool. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe just some nostalgia week stuff for funsies, because I know I'm gonna be fucking exhausted after AX, so we'll just do like an AX recap stream and then just chill. Oh, Fortnite. We could watch Wolverine heal in real time. But yeah, we'll do stuff like that. I actually wanted to get into Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 again, because I've been watching a lot of fighting game clips, and it brings back memories of when I played it. So that could be really fun. But for now, it's really getting really hot in my room, and I'm starting to zone out a little bit, which is when I typically want to stop streaming, because then I'm just awkwardly standing, sort of sitting here and staring. So let's cook a little bit. Oh my God! Wait, okay, hold on. Hold the hell on, boys. Hold the hell on, boys. Sorry. Shout out Sleepy. Shout out Sleepy. I just want to say shout out Sleepy real quick. Sleepy. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on. I just saw Vesper's new look, and I'm ascending right now. Holy shit. Hold on. Bro! I'm receiving my rights right now. I'm Rights received! Let's go! This fucking... Bro, 8 fucking men. Come on, bro. Shoutouts. Shoutouts for real. They gave us rights. They gave us rights today. On the last day of Pride, they gave us rights. Amen. Amen, I say to you. This is real. This is a great mod. Look at it. It's by Paco. There's the image. What a... Oh. Sleepy! I literally... Nah, I need to shout you out for this one, Sleepy. I said, I got a little DM from Flippy. Let's check it out. It's like, I know you're on stream, but Vesper just got his new motto, and I clicked the thing, and I went like, it was like a light. Like, it was like, I saw the light of God. I saw everything. Look at this! This is everything. This is the rights I'm receiving today. Thank you, Kenzie. Thank you, Kenzie. Welcome to the club, buddy. This is the rights I am receiving on this day. Look at, dude, fucking finally, we get a fucking dilf. I fucking had it with these, I fucking had it with these twinks. I fucking had it with these anime twinks. Do you fucking understand how happy I am to receive A fucking DILF in the year of our Lord 2023, a major corpo doing a DILF and not a twink. I'm so happy. I'm so fucking happy, man. You don't understand. I'm tired. I listen. If you like Bishonen, if you like anime twinks, that's great. Good on you. Enjoy what you like. But for the love of fucking God, we needed a DILF, and we got it. I'm so happy. I'm sorry. I'm so happy. Also, thank you, Sleepy, for the fucking... thank you, Sleepy, for subscribing. Thank you. I want those twins obliterated! This is everything. I am receiving rights. I'm receiving my rights on the last day of Pride. I'm receiving my rights as a Yo-Yo-Manian citizen, as a citizen of this fucking country. I've received my rights. I received my DILF rights, and I'm blessed by it. I'm flabbergasted. I'm happy. So thank you, Sleepy, for calling this to my attention, because I clicked on spoiler, and I just like the light of God just emanated from my computer screen. I was so happy. This looks so, and they got the glasses. Oh my God, that was so real of them. That was so real of them with the glasses and the eye styles, everything. It's like my favorite style of how to draw like dudes, essentially. So shout out Baco. Shout out fucking Paco, bro. Amen. This is great. So we are eating. Dude, we've been starving. We've been starving, sir. We've been on account of me mom and dad died in the factory incident. We've had not but a crumb to eat, and now we got it. We got it. Yes, exactly. It's great from a design standpoint. I love it. The detailing. Dude, he's got like the reverse like DILF thing where instead of being it like black and then it's great. Dude, he looked like he's surfing. He's like got the reverse thing. It's great. With the hair, the glasses, the eyes are purple. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. The teeth are also amazing. He looks like he has fangs as well. Like here, like the fangs are so prominent. The fangs are excellent. He's saluting. I love the detailing on the coat as well, and the little medallion is gorgeous as well. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Thank you. Thank you. These are glorious. Amen. I love the hair swoop as well. The hair swoop is class. Class, I tell you, class. Sorry, I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy we get DILF. I'm so happy. This is everything. This means everything to me. It means everything to me. Cause we never. I literally I think that I can think of the last major DILF character I can think of is fucking Belmont Banderas from Niji Sanji. After that, it was just twinks. I mean, there's Vox Alchema, but his appearance is that of a twink as well, not like serving DILF. You know, it's like a twunk at the most. We need more hunks. Is what we need. So, thank you, Sleepy, for showing me. And I'm tired, and I used up all my energy doing that, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat. So that'll be fun. Epic. That's real as well. Let me chakra recovery. I gotta recover, man. I don't know what to tell you. Let's go raid somebody who's on. I'm falling for you. You're driving me so crazy. Okay, thank you. Hold on, let me go find somebody to read real quick. Let's go raid. I see my Goofy's on. Let's go raid mid. Yeah, mid. y'all. By the way, join the Discord if you haven't. If you're new here, by the way. And we're gonna be mint cute is our raid message, and you can replace that emote with a heart if you are not a subscriber, which is totally valid. So I'm gonna be gone through Saturday and Sunday. Monday I'm gonna take the rest because I'm gonna get Kongunk, and then Tuesday we'll be back with some gaming. Okay? Alright. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Have a great night. Remember, you're loved, you're cherished, you're amazing. You probably smell pretty good. And I will see you guys later. Alright? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.